and welcome to our podcast, Nothing Rhymes with Orange. I'm your host, KARTIKDUTT SHARMA, and today with us we have the dynamic duo behind the scenes of Oneiros. Why don't you guys introduce yourself?
Hi guys, this is Manchi Punjabi and I'm one of the conveners for Oneiros.
I'm Jaswant Singh Rathod, head convener of Oneiros.
आप लोग कौन से ईयर कौन से कोर्स से हैं?
So I'm from third year, BSc Psychology Honors.
I'm also from third year, BTech in electrical with computer engineering.
Interesting. हम journalism वाले. So, how has life been while everything is happening?
It's been really fun at least in MUJ. It's like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's up. Everything goes on. And when we pick Oneiros, it has been like a roller coaster which is going up, and up. For 3 days, it is going to be down, 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 and down.
Yeah, it's the lows after the highs,
Yep.
right? So, you guys tell me, as conveners, right? What is the process of organizing such a large scale event?
I would like to answer that because as I started this, and to start this kind of event, first what you need is a team, which you can rely on because every day you won't have to visit DSW, and for like millions of permission, millions of thoughts going on in mind, and like visiting GSA, visiting DSW, and the members of DSW aren't easily available with you guys. So choosing the people who are expertly can talk with the DSW is very valuable. Then these guys already have their like aura and their experience with the other people and how to handle in different fields. We have to handle stage, we have to handle timelines for minor events, major events. We have to handle at least stars. We have to handle sponsorship. We have to handle at least, lastly, budget mostly, and then we have to handle our management. So for that, we need a proper team who can handle. One person can't do that singly. So we need multiple people, and at least in our convener panel, also in our EC panel, and then we need a reliable team, mostly from the core committee and from volunteers who appears on time and which follows our orders. Imanshi, do you want to add something?
I mean, yeah, it's majorly about creating systems out of the children. You start with a very small circle which goes up to, around 600 people. So it's the first step of, sort of holding such a big event, of sort of putting up such a big show. So I guess, yeah, that's one of the major things.
So, I'll add a little bit of my experience. Obviously, I haven't done anything that way, but I do a lot of events in JMC, journalism and mass comm. But I think the biggest challenge was this podcast. So, initially this was just an idea in my head. Then I created my core team. So, my director is here, everyone, shout out to them, content team, logistics. And after that, I made that team. And at that point, you realize you cannot do everything. Even when you want to, you have to rely on other people. That is a skill I had to learn. So, one of the things I look forward to the most in, Oneiros, I have attended one. So, I really like the minor events. Could you tell me something about this year's minor events?
Mostly this year's minor events are handled by club. We have already divided all the minor events between the clubs, and this year we have already revealed that we are doing Tech Edit with Oneiros. So we have multiple technical events going on with the cultural events. So it's a new experience. We have a total of nearly 54 minor events.
57 minor events. Yeah.
57 minor events, on which 17 are mostly from Tech Edit, that will be technical events. Then there are going to be 40 cultural events. Events like there will be going to treasure hunt, जो कि आज ही होने वाला है. उसके अलावा some dance off, some of the singing battles, and many these kind of fun activities which can make a festival vibe are going to be anything about these minor events. And when we talk about the festival, रातें हमेशा होती हैं जो मेजर इवेंट्स की 3 रात होती है, वहाँ पे सारे बच्चे ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी प्रेजेंट देयर. बट जो फेस्टिवल होता है वो दिन से बनता है, एटलीस्ट मेरा ये मानना है. बिकॉज रात में हर कोई वहाँ रहेगा, 3 रातें सबको याद रहने वाली है. लेकिन जो छोटे छोटे मोमेंट्स या छोटे छोटे जो मेमोरीज हम लोग क्रिएट करते हैं, व्हेन वी गो टू अ फोटो बूथ एंड देन वी हैव क्लिक समथिंग, वी आर गोइंग इन अ ब्लाइंड रूम, then we have some experience. These kind of minor events make that festival.
tell me about this. When you start a project, there is an end goal, right? What is your objective? While what is your goal that you want to achieve while organizing Oneiros? It can be personal, it can be professional, at any level.
I would like Himanshu to answer that. I never answer.
So, yeah, honestly, there are various goals, but for me, it was sort of organizing such a big event. Why? Because the exposure and experience in all gives you not just learnings, but it also teaches you how to sort of juggle a lot of things while a lot of things are already going on. Say, for example, I have my last semester going on, right? So I have my academics at the same time I have major projects, but I have such a big fest to sort of coordinate with, right? So in that manner, my end goal was always to do it for the people of Manipal and do it for myself as well as an achievement. So yeah, that was my end goal.
I would like to add something differently. It's like, किसने ड्रैगन बॉल जी देखा है यहाँ पे? Like
We have anime people in the group.
okay. So in Dragon Ball Z, it's always like कि एक छोटा villain होता है, and if you fight then train yourself and fight again with a different bigger villain. ठीक है? Onros is like me for that. Like I am fighting many of the events and many of my enemies from first year. We have created like marvelous events. First year I was a part of like RoboFest. At that point I created my interest in that. Ki, I can do that. After that, in second year, we have created many of the events, and I have played a major role in many of them. So these are my villains. My last villain I want to beat is Oneiros. So this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to achieve. Because handling an event that big on a college level is all you want to do. And in this experience, we help to grow to manage to like कि आपको अपने colleagues के साथ कैसे रहना है, when you have a lot of pressure, when you have money pressure, when you have faculty management, when you have to manage at least 600 people, and they won't listen easily. ठीक है? So this is the experience which helps me in my future life, at least in my like corporate culture. If I want to do a job, that will help me a lot. So this is my bigger villain, and I want to beat that.
Talking about villains, this question just popped in my head. Picking up any project. Obviously, you're picking up a project because you have a certain skill that you believe in yourself. But then again, you learn a lot of new things.
Right.
What is the one thing, if you could say, कि ये तो सीखा ही है मैंने, a new thing, while organizing?
मेरे लिए it was like मैंने ACM में रहते हुए previous year I was in ACM, so I have done operations, I have done marketing, I have done networking, I have done major events, but sponsorships and finance I never thought I would gonna do, but इस साल Oneiros मुझे लग रहा है mostly मैं वही कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है? So sponsorship is the thing which I never intended to do, but this year like it is my fest and I want to do it, and so I'm doing that.
For me, it would be so I've put my foot in all sort of domains. So for me, it's just one thing: being patient, because everybody gets on your nerves. So you need to be patient, and I guess I've learned that. So yeah.
So tell me about this. If you wanted to start a new tradition, with Oneiros, what it be and why?
I have a dream, like maybe I couldn't complete it this year, but अगर अगले साल के बच्चे ये देखते हैं तो festival is where not only your people but many outsiders would alongside with you enjoy everything. ठीक है? So which is called outside registration. ठीक है? Not outside participation. Participation is something minor events हो रहे हैं and कुछ बच्चे आगे participate करते हैं. Outhouse registrations, like it's your festival and everybody can join in. ठीक है? This is the way which is the trend I want to start in at least Manipal, because Manipal is a big university and we have a footfall of at least 15,000 students here right now. So we can be Rajasthan's biggest fest.
Yes.
At least in the name of footfall and everything. We can achieve that. And just by achieving that by our students is not something which I call achievement. तो इस चीज़ को start करवाना within the help of our security, because it's a security issue. And next year students I would advise कि वो out house registration अगर starting से plan करके if they can arrange that, we have planned that out too, but due to security reasons and due to management issues, we can't actually do that. अगर registration होता है, I will surely share a fact that IIT Guwahati has the second biggest fest in India this year. Their budget is mostly 30%. They covered their 70% of the amount just by registration process. So you can expect how many registrations were there. तो ये चीज़ फेस्ट को फेस्ट बनाने में हेल्प करती है. इट क्रिएट अ वाइब, इट गिव यू financial support which you requires, and that's all from my side. Like, this is what I want from next year, and this is what I want to be, make that Onos with his registrations at least.
So for me, it would be a seamless experience because honestly, when you're organizing an event, you have two people to cater to. You have your students and you have your authorities. So I feel like while you're in the middle, becomes like a sandwich. You have to sort of cater to two sorts of people, and at that point, it gets on your nerves as well when
Yeah.
it's not seamless, right? We expect support from all ends. So the only thing being, I think we need more support from both ends, and we need a lot of things to be streamlined in, a lot more ways. So that is what is going to sort of implement his idea, which really makes sense. So yeah.
So I definitely agree with all of that. That really gave me a new perspective on Oneiros, genuinely. So I'll ask you a fun question. It will make you think. Imagine if Oneiros was a movie. I'm a journalism student. I'm going to ask these kind of questions. If Oneiros was a movie, first of all, what genre it would be, and what actors, Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever, what actors would you cast as main characters?
I mean, for me, it's going to be a thriller movie with some action, of course. It's going to be very adventurous. Talking about the main characters, I guess 4 of us would be in some or the other position where we're sort of, again, in that sandwich position. And the main characters would be the authorities and the students, I guess,
Yes,
and in that manner.
I would take one name. It would be funny, but I would like to cast Rajpal Yadav.
Okay, that's a choice.
Sweet.
That's a good choice.
And most of the Yamanshi have answered. Like, we do expect some support from at least the faculties. We get most of the support, but understanding a fest point would be a better suggestions for at least the faculties. We want next year students to communicate their ideas to the faculties at least better, and I expect them to read that ideas betterly rather than focusing on some of the points and some of the security issues.
Definitely.
So Rajpal Yadav will be my actor.
So, doing this big event, how are your academics doing?
कितनी बार क्लास गए हम लोग?
Just 3 times in a month.
Attendance लग जाती है?
I mean, see, you will get attendance because you are busy. Sleepless nights every day. You sleep at 5 a.m.
Exactly.
Not possible to wake up for classes.
Like, in this, I am a bit lenient because my faculty understands that points. He hate that part कि बच्चे सो रहे हैं. And when they know कि बच्चे सो नहीं रहे, they are doing something good in their life. And when we have officially showed them कि we are doing this, and it's not a big issue. Like,
Yeah.
we just have to cope up everything. Like, after Oneiros, and that will be a mug-up sessions. Like, इसके बाद भी मुझे लगता है रात को सोने वाला हूँ मैं.
Definitely. और आपकी personal life कैसी है? It does not have to be that personal life.
I understand. But you've seen that reel, बाकी सब ठीक है, बस चल रहा है. That is exactly, I guess, my personal life. But yeah.
I think when so much is happening, you go kind of on an autopilot mode.
Yeah.
इसके अंदर बस हम काम कर रहे हैं.
True.
Yeah. So, tell me, how do you maintain your mental health, mental stability, while all of this is happening?
It's a bit hard because it teaches you everything. Because every day you are a bit high on emotions when you are dealing with so much, when so much of financial issues are going on, when somebody you have to you expect 7 or 8 people at least from your. If I talk from a convener's perspective, I expect my team members to be there. But sometimes I forgot these points. We all are students from 30. We each of everyone have our own life. And each of everyone has our own college life mostly. So everybody has to focus their some of the time on their some of the personal life. And ये सारी चीजें time out हो जाती कई बार because सारी चीज़ें हर वक्त सिंक नहीं करती. उस टाइम पे खुद को काम रखना, ठीक है, सामने वाले का पर्सपेक्टिव समझना, एंड वो चीज़ एक क्योस में कन्वर्ट ना हो जाए, उस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना. ये सारी चीज़ें मेंटल हेल्थ को काफ़ी अफेक्ट करती है. एंड व्हेन यू हैव टू डील विद सो डिफरेंट पीपल, बिकॉज दिस ईयर देयर इज नो इलेक्शन, so that's why no student council has been formed. And then I have chosen people from 3 different clubs, which are totally apart. And then managing these people, and they have to manage me, who's from no club.
Definitely.
So उनके लिए और मेरे लिए थोड़ा बहुत स्ट्रेसफुल हो भी जाता है, बिकॉज सिचुएशंस गो अप्स डाउन एंड एवरीबडी हैव देयर ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस. एवरीबडी हियर इज एक्सपीरियंस पीपल. तो उनके पास हर किसी का होता है ना, कई बार 4 रास्ते हैं, चारों सही है, बट उस टाइम पे किसका फॉलो होगा, दैट्स अ टोटली डिफरेंट पॉइंट. तो एक कंसेंसस पे आना, और उसमें इस तरह से कि कोई से को बुरा ना लग जाए, दैट्स अ टोटली डिफरेंट सिनेरियो. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी डील विद. एंड लाइक जब चारों एक्सपीरियंस हैं तो एक चीज़ वो अश्योर हो जाती है कि जब चारों लोग हैं तो कोई गलत रास्ते पे नहीं जा रहा हो, बिकॉज इफ 4 of persons were there and they are all experienced, then it will be better. Stressful life है, because we have to deal with many things. 700 people every day. Warden called me at night just because of the music and everything.
Yeah.
We have to sort out permissions for at least 54 clubs, and then we have to arrange some events. Then we have to arrange some money, and then we have to deal with team.
Yeah.
So it is a bit hard, but this is what make it challenging and big BT, marvelous BT.
Marvelous BT, definitely.
Right.
So, one last question. Honestly, एक सेकेंड, ये वाला पार्ट काट देना कार्तिक, बट मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया क्या, व्हाट इज योर ओनेरोस इन योर लाइफ? नहीं पूछा. ओके फाइन, ठीक है. सो वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन. I googled before you came, 1 minute पहले, meaning of Onos. I think it is adjacent to dream or something in Greek, right? So what is your Oneros in your life?
Yamanshi, can you answer that, please?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have a very different perspective as per people. So my Oneros in life is working towards building something that helps the underprivileged people as well as the privileged as an equal. So because I'm a student of psychology, I was planning to, build something that sort of navigates around mental health for all sorts of people and all sorts of age groups. So that is my major Oneros in life for now.
I totally have a different point from my convener. मैं बहुत रूट फैमिली से आता हूँ, ठीक है. इट्स माई फादर इज लाइक सरपंच फ्रॉम 25 years. सो वी हैव अ बेसिक थिंकिंग, एंड हमारे यहाँ पे कॉलेज अटेंड करना इज डिफ पार्ट. लाइक आइदर यू शुड गेट इन्वॉल्व इन बिजनेस एंड आइदर. हमारे यहाँ पे कॉलेज अटेंड करना वो नहीं हो पाता, ठीक है, बच्चे नहीं करते हैं. इट वुड बी लाइक बिजनेस ज्वाइन कर लो या फिर डू समथिंग एल्स. पढ़ाई को उतना नहीं दिया जाता. पीपल विल स्टडी, बट दे विल स्टडी इंजीनियरिंग एंड डिफरेंट थिंग्स. सो मेरे लिए Oneros, as you already told, Oneiros is a Greek word mentioned for a god, dream god. So I am living my dream right now, because college आना, then living up a life जहाँ पे मैं college life को enjoy कर रहा हूँ. I'm not living apart, like I'm not staying in a room and playing some game and like just enjoying with my friends. When I sit somewhere, people knows me, and like at least अगर यहाँ से 4 साल बाद मैं जाता हूँ, तो यहाँ से जाने वालों को अगर 4 साल बाद वापस आ भी रहा हूँ, तो इट वोंट बी लाइक कि हाँ कोई था चला गया. पीपल विल स्टिल रिमेंबर दैट, एंड दिस इज द कॉलेज लाइफ आई वांट टू लिव. मैंने अपने 3 साल वो अपनी लाइफ एक बकेट लिस्ट वाली जो चीज़ होती है ना, आई विल लिव इट टू माई एक्सट्रीम. 1-2 चीज़ें बची है, आई विल कंप्लीट इन माई नेक्स्ट मंथ. सो दिस इज व्हाट Oneros फॉर मी राइट नाउ. Later it's a big dreaming like a job, and this is a totally different life. That's a totally different point. But my Oneros is living up the college life and at full pro max. So that's what I'm doing.
I love that he's the personification of living in the moment.
Yeah, true.
That is a big thing people need to learn in general. So that was Jaswant and Himanshi, I guess, right?
Yep.
So before wrapping up, we have this tradition. We play a short fun game, right? So let's get to it. Hello, welcome back Jaswant and Himanshi. आपके लिए हमारी कंटेंट टीम ने एक रैपिड फायर गेम प्रिपेयर किया है.
Okay.
Question 1, favorite spot for couples in Manipal hostel?
G3 badminton court.
The Joggers Park.
I've heard those. Who makes you smile every day in college?
My friends.
My life.
That's a good one. GK question. When was MUJ established?
2011, I think.
I don't know. Bad at
Honestly,
GK.
तुम्हें यहाँ आंसर लिखना चाहिए तो मेरे को भी नहीं पता.
Bad at GK.
Next question. Most aesthetic area of MUJ?
MUJ or GHS?
MUJ.
I think it's going to be the
Dome.
dome building.
Dome building, right?
The dome building.
I don't know why I feel कि dome बाहर से ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है अंदर के
I
बजाय.
mean, I wouldn't say anything about that.
Like इस पर अगर थोड़ा सा बड़ा आंसर दूं तो काफी लोग यहाँ पर उस डोम को देख कर आ जाते हैं.
I'm definitely not one of them. I'm blinking, please help. One thing you like about MUJ?
It should be one word answer. Like
नहीं चलेगा.
open culture. Like when you go to other colleges, it would be like कि आपको studies या एक particular field में डाल दिया जाता है. यहाँ पर जो बच्चे हैं, they have a set of open mind, which don't keep them in pressure, which will allow them to grow in different fields. Like there are a club called Aperture TMC. These are guys like I know some guys who are earning like more than someone can earn from placements in Aperture, and like I have a senior who's playing on Spotify and banging on Spotify. So this is the open culture with the studies which MUJ allows, which don't force you with the studies and like any other things. People are doing what they want with their life and with these studies along with in the technical, in the sports, in the music, in whatever field they want. So this is what I like about MUJ.
Okay.
I mean, for me, it's a free environment, sort of the same thing, but yeah.
Okay. Next question. One thing you dislike about MUJ?
The foundations.
It's like people here do have money, and Manipal Corporation do have money, but they have a very slow process about the monies, like when they have to release it for the clubs, for everything. This process should be fast because students can engage and do many things if that process should be fast.
Another GK question. What is the main color of MUJ buildings?
Yellow,
beige.
yellow, orange, mix of that.
I think beige is
Beige.
more accurate because
Okay.
orange.
I'm not good with the colors, but
So, everyone's favorite pizza place in hostel.
Dialogue.
dialogue.
Yeah.
So, one place where Manipal is written in bold letters.
I love Manipal.
Yeah, I think that is the only answer to that question. So, thank you, Bhaiya Henry. It was a great experience having a chat with you. You know, understanding how Oneiros works, understanding what goes into it, kitni mehnat lagti hai. It was really a pleasure to have a conversation with you. Yeah, I guess that was it. So, thank you, audience. Thank you for keeping the support up. Like, share, subscribe. जो पता है तुम्हें क्या करना है कर लो यार. Follow us on our Instagram narrow.cast. यहाँ पे कहीं पे आ जाएगा. And let's meet in the next one. Bye.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe. Yes, अब तो भैया ने बोल दिया यार. Yeah, so I guess a high five is in order.